Why didn't you tell him? I believe it's yours.
I told him I believe this is your child. I went to the doctor. I found out I was 4 weeks pregnant. We were together on this date. I had my period this date.
The question is, did you ask her if she was with somebody else?
I asked her several times, Your Honor, if she had been with anyone else. And undoubtedly, again, she agreed that she had not been and that the child was definitely mine. And she was feeling hurt from me asking. And I had asked several times throughout the pregnancy because it's a lot of trauma to go through, what you go through to prepare for a baby's room and for a baby and whatnot, being single and a father. So yes, I asked her several times because this was a big step for me.
And she said that you were the only one she had been with.
Undoubtedly.
I didn't say that he was the only one. I said I was sure that he was the one that was the father. I never said he was the only one I was with.
Your Honor, I believe I was manipulated into rearing this child for her to get her. I mean, I went through the rough parts. I mean, I was there through the really, really hardships. And I believe that's where I was manipulated.
Well, you were there
Why
too.
would I manipulate him? What did I get out of this?
You were there too, Miss Thornton.
I received no money.
You're the child's mother.
That's correct. If I manipulated him, it would be to get him in a marriage, to get some money out of him or some property. I received nothing from this child.
Let me ask you this question. You think, according to your answer, you say that you are sorry for what happened.
I'm deeply sorry.
And that you think that at most you owe him a little less than $200 for some of the doctor's visits that he took you to, that he paid for. That you don't feel as if you owe him any amount of money for emotional distress or for fraud. Is that correct?
Well, to prove fraud, you have to prove malicious intent to harm another. I never intended to hurt this man.
You may not have intentionally defrauded him because you didn't know for sure he wasn't the father. But you knew for sure that within the relatively short period of time of gestation, that there might have been somebody else. And you didn't let him know about that. Because if you had let him know about that, he could have said, and probably would have said, because he seems like an intelligent man, if this is my baby, I want to take care of it, but let's have a blood test. Right away. Would you have said that?
Yes, I would have, Your Honor.
So, this is your mom?
Yes.
And this is your present girlfriend?
Correct.
Who you met, I assume, after the baby was born?
No, before the baby was born, throughout the pregnancy.
So,
during the pregnancy.
Was she your girlfriend, or was she...
No, I had a separate boyfriend.
You had a separate... According to some of the papers that I have, you still see the baby.
I've seen the baby twice since this has happened.
She was just at his 1-year-old birthday party a few weeks ago.
You attached to this little boy?
We were very, very, very attached. Because I did a lot of the first days and hours, you know, when you're... Excuse me.
Go ahead.
First having a newborn in the home. And when Heather told him that she was going to give him up for adoption, he called me at work and told me. And I told him that I would do whatever I could to help out.
Is this your first grandchild?
Yes.
Well, this is really, you know, it's sad.
And I told her at the time that under no circumstances would I ever not allow for them to see the baby. And I even invited Corey and Tina to the party.
You're friendly with Tina?
I've never actually met Tina.
No.
But I had told Gloria on the phone, you know, they're both welcome to attend the party. And she said Corey doesn't want to open any old wounds. And I said, you know what, I completely understand. And I still feel terrible about what happened. I never meant for this to happen. And she told me out of her own words, whether or not Corey would have known that there was a chance it wasn't his, he still would have done the same things he did.
Well, that's supposition. Because there's a very easy way to find out whether a baby is yours these days. We have DNA testing that can be done almost immediately. What you did was put this man through 8 or 9 months of falling in love with a baby and then taking him away. And you could have prevented that because you were not honest with him. The judgment in this case is for the plaintiff in the amount of $5,000 as requested. Thank you.
What is our execution? You step up.